Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Green Room, and yeah, this movie stars Patrick Stewart, Anton Yelchin, Joe Cole, Aaliyah Shawkat, Colin Turner, David W. Thompson, Mark Webber, and Macon Blair, and Eric L. Destine, and Imogen Poots. Okay, so yeah, now I actually watched this movie a couple days ago. So yeah, I did get an advanced screening of it. Sorry. So yeah, sorry that I'm getting this review out a little bit late. It's still early, prospectively, at the time I'm gonna be releasing this. I wish I had a green shirt, to be honest. Yeah, I don't have a green shirt at all. I have a green Fitbit, if that counts. So yeah, so as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. But before that, 10-second spoiler warning for those that have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning, as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you a fair rating, because as usual, I did. Okay, so as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So this movie, you have this band. They're this punk rock band, more or less, more hardcore punk, to be honest. And it's from the type of music they play, like underground hardcore punk. And they're basically trying to get their name out, going, from gig to gig, trying to survive. They're barely surviving, and they steal gas and stuff. They steal gas from other cars, and they're barely surviving, trying to get their name out there. One day they go to this gig at this bar. I suppose it's a bar, kind of club down in the old South, in the middle of the South, basically. Or from how they kind of portray it, was like in the middle of the South, deep South, like Kansas or Missouri or some shit like that. They also described that many of the people go there like skinheads and whatever. So yeah, watch out. Well, as we're leaving this bar, club, restaurant situation, as we're leaving, because they've already performed, they've already done their gig, they got paid. Now they just need to get their stuff and leave. They come across this murder, this kind of murder situation. This one girl got murdered, and the band that this girl was with, it was another band. It was a completely different band. They found out that this girl was gonna, leave the band to do something else, and they didn't really want her to kind of advertise, I suppose, what these people were doing, what the skinheads were doing. So they killed her. So yeah, so now we have our core band plus one other girl who felt guilty of the murder. She's from the other band. She felt guilty, so she stayed over, and now they basically have to try to escape. And yeah, this movie gives 10 Cloverfield Lane a run for its money. And yeah, I've already seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, and I need to review it. I'm sorry for the late review on that. But yeah, this movie gives 10 Cloverfield Lane a run for its money on the most suspenseful and most thrilling movie thus far, with maybe one of the creepiest performances ever. John Goodman gave a creepy performance in 10 Cloverfield Lane. Here we have Patrick Stewart. Yeah, Patrick Stewart, he's more of this calculating character. He more or less, it seems like he's done this before. Like he's been under similar situations, and he knows more or less how to do this. So it's kind of interesting how he does stuff and how he kind of ends up at the end of the movie. He's killed at the end of the movie. But yeah, you have this band. They're obviously trying to escape, and you do. It's kind of a double-edged sword. You care for the ones, they kill off this band as the movie goes on. So it's about 5 or 6 people at the beginning of the movie, and eventually at the end of the movie you have 2. But as these kids are surviving, or band members are surviving or trying to survive, they do gradually get killed off. And one thing I kind of was on the edge of is at the end of the movie, should they have given these kids more development? Because I didn't really feel anything when they died. But then I watched this with my stepbrother. My stepbrother said that it's good that they didn't get that much development, because when they did die, you were like, oh shit, that means anybody could die. But I feel like that message would have gone across stronger had they given at least some more development to these characters. So I mean, overall, it's a great movie in my opinion. The people they got for this movie, for the most part, they do act well. You know, they are pretty good actors. Patrick Stewart, really well. I will say though, many people are blowing his performance a bit out of proportion. I want to say that John Goodman's performance in 10 Cloverfield Lane is better compared to Patrick Stewart's performance here. Both great performances, but if I have to choose one, it'd be the one. It'd be John Goodman in 10 Cloverfield Lane. Are they on par, more or less? No, John Goodman slightly better, in my opinion. So, I mean, overall, it's a great movie. It is a bit of a slow burner at first. The music they use for the movie, again, it's like this kind of punk type of stuff. Fugazi, like let's go with something like Fugazi. It's like the type of stuff you'd expect, like Fugazi and Sex Pistols. Again, like these really underground. Well, Sex Pistols isn't really underground, but you understand like these punk bands. Not many people know about them, and if they do, they just don't care. Again, like Fugazi, Sex Pistols, Dead Kennedys, Citizen Fish, maybe, stuff like that. Dave Insurgent, no, not Blink, let's see, New York Dolls, I suppose, or Cro-Mags, that type of stuff. That type of stuff. Voodoo Glow Skull, I believe that's what the band. Again, some of these underground punk bands, Die Mannequin, like that type of stuff. And yeah, that's like more or less the type of music you'd expect, like this underground. Yeah, again, this underground kind of heavy core punk bands. Again, Fugazi is probably like the first thing I thought of, but then you have again stuff like Die Mannequin and Rancid Surf Punks, Dead Kennedys, Presidents of America, United States of America. Again these other punk bands, Highly Suspect, Operation Ivy. They're punk, right? Smashing Pumpkins or Talking Trees or Flaming Lips or stuff like that. Like that type of stuff. Flaming Lips is kind of a bit more metal, but you get the idea. So yeah, again, I did like the music. The music they used is pretty good. I'm gonna try to check out the soundtrack, I suppose. And yeah, the director who did it, Jeremy Saulnier. This is his second movie. Pretty good batting average, so to speak. As a director, he's had. I'm looking up his directorial credits. He's got 6 directorial credits. Two of them are for shorts. One of them is for a TV series documentary episode. And then the other 3 are for movies. He did a movie back in 2007 called Murder Party, one in 2013 called Blue Rain, and the one from this year / last year, Green Room. Yeah, Green Room came out. It's kind of a foreign film, I believe. Kind of, not really. It came out in 2015 and some in like film festivals, and then it kind of got popular, and now we have it, in 2016 in theaters. So yeah, I do want to check out this guy's other stuff, Blue Rain and Murder Party. That sounds and yeah, pretty interesting. From what it seems, from when I'm checking that out right now. Yeah, what's it called? Murder Party looks pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of just a picture alone kind of reminds me of Trouble in Little China, Big Trouble in Little China. And then for Blue Rain, let me just check out the pictures of Blue Rain. Yeah, it seems to be like some kind of drama movie, crime drama thriller. You have some guy who's like bloody and stuff. So yeah, I'll try to find this guy's other 2 films. I'm really interested to see. And yeah, Green Room, really good movie actually. Really did enjoy it. My main issue is the fact that the character development, maybe I personally feel that could have helped had they developed the characters a bit more. However, I do see why some people wouldn't want the characters to be as developed, because unlike 10 Cloverfield Lane, where it's a really small cast of only 3 people, here the cast is more or less 15 to 20 people, main players, so to speak. So I would understand why you wouldn't want them as developed. And I will say, as I'm leaving the theater, I got up as I'm leaving the theater. I heard a lot of people say I really liked it, but however, I did hear a few people in the background saying, or I heard them say I was disappointed. That's a bit, I wish there was more. And that was a bit lackluster. So I do feel like this is the type of movie that it could have had a bit more to satisfy the audience. I do feel it's that type of movie, where you want a little bit more to satisfy the audience. Yeah, now, were those people disappointed with the movie as a whole, or were they just disappointed with certain aspects of it? Who knows? But that's more or less what I get from the general idea. When most people really like it, there's just a few people who say, "Oh, that's disappointing" or whatever. Overall, again, great film. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent. I'll give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. It's a really good movie, really great movie, and definitely do check it out. And yeah, again, it comes out tomorrow, April 29th. I watched this a few days ago. Let's see, we're on Thursday. I watched this. Okay. Actually, I watched this almost a week ago, to be honest, on the 22nd. I've been testing this whole week. I haven't really had time to actually do reviews. Most of the videos that are coming up right now are pre-recorded during the weekend, to be honest. So, yeah, sorry. I wanted to get this review out before the movie comes out, even if it's like a few hours. Like literally, it's 9 right now. They could be doing midnight screenings right now, for all I know. But again, definitely a great movie. Do check it out. I highly recommend it. And yeah, is it one of the best movies of this year? Probably, yeah, thus far from what I've seen, definitely one of the best movies of this year. And yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe, comment down below, like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.